How's it going, guys? This is Legendary Nats, and I'm just going to let y'all know that over the past couple days I've had nothing but complete and total hell. My PS4 crapped out on me, and I had to go get a new one. Luckily, I was able to get like a PS4 Pro, so now the quality should be better for the most part, like performance-wise. And secondly, we had some terrible thunderstorms last night, so it made it to where I couldn't even stream. I was trying to do a stream last night. We were going to stream some until dawn. And first, let me make sure that my phone is not going to go off. Sorry about that. But also, my wife and I, we were trying to do a little co-op stream last night. And that didn't go too well because for some reason the new mic that I got didn't pick us up that well, and it started doing like this little hollowing effect. So I've got to figure that out. So I apologize if there's kind of like a little hollowing effect going on with the mic, and I'm thinking about possibly returning this mic and getting a new one. So we'll just have to see. But in Dark Souls news, to switch to a different PS4, I actually had to go back and fight Manus all over again. So that was fun. And it completely lost the data that I had from where I came in here and I finished this the beginning area up. So right now we're rocking a little bit of a different build. I'm still rocking my Claymore, but I have a Sorcerer's Catalyst and a Talisman, Crushed Shield, Wanderer's Hood, Chester's Long Coat, black leather gloves, and then my Wandering Boots, along with the Bellowing Dragon Crest ring. And then I'm rocking with Dark Orb, Dark Bead, Dark Fog, and Home and Soul Mass, and Homeward. So, just kind of doing a little bit of a different thing today. Oh, that's weird. Interesting. But we're now heading to the Demon Ruins. If you're wondering, we've already kind of been here once before, and we're gonna go ahead and take care of the Demon Ruins area. We're gonna come this way, and there's actually gonna be an invasion, which should be popping up right now. Oh, took care of that pretty easily. And now, did I not get his barbed sword? I don't think I got the barbed sword. Let me quit the game and see if it'll load up. Normally you get the barbed sword whenever you kill him. Let's see. Nope. Maybe we'll get it the next time. I don't know. But you see over here we have all these Capra demons. Now I was testing the power of Dark Orb against them. Dark Orb does really good damage against them. I wanted to see just how much damage it would do. But if you're not careful, you could really screw yourself over here. This is kind of a nasty little spot. Oops. I'm going to kind of lead them over here because I'm going to try and do something a little bit different. I don't ever do spells. Try to do some extra damage. You see how much damage that does to him? That's pretty good damage. That's a lot of damage. And it's got some weight to it, so every time I do it, it does. It actually does a lot of knockback on them, since it does partial. You know what I mean? Partial whatchamadoodle. Let's see how Dark Fog does against them. See if it does anything to them. See, you can do some pretty nasty stuff with spells. And I've never shown what you can actually do with spells, so I'm going to try to utilize spells this little area. So, let's see. See, that dark beat attack does a lot of damage. And especially to bigger bosses, because you hit them multiple times. So now be very mindful, after you kill these guys, they do respawn. So if you decide that you need to go back up there, don't run this way. That's a bad idea. I found that out the first time I tried recording this. I was like, oh well, I'm just gonna run up here. Come across some new little demon characters. These guys really aren't that bad. You see over there though, that thing's kind of nasty. And then we see this thing. This is actually showing off a boss that we're going to be facing in the area a little bit later. So there's an item right over here. You have to be very careful, or you can fall. It's really not all that worth it to get it, but excuse me. My sinuses are just all kinds of messed up right now. We had some rain come in yesterday, so all of the freaking pollen is everywhere. You see how much damage that does with all that multi-hit? Yeah, that does a lot of damage. Now that's a lot of damage. I cut this demon in half. Go ahead and get our spells cast back. Yeah, that little dark fog technique is pretty good. I like it. But I just wanted to kind of change things up a little bit for you guys. You know, I've been rocking with just a regular sword for such a long time. I just kind of wanted to change it up. Figured, hey, I haven't shown spells on here, and I'm kind of going through a spell caster myself on my other character. Which I'm also thankful that I didn't lose any of my data. Go ahead and have him do his little jump attack. Get the pew-pews on. Learn to dodge. Oh no. Yeah, he killed me. That was awesome. That was awesome. Which is fine. No big deal. If you don't die at least once, then are you even really playing a Souls game? I mean, it's not like I've ever died in this game anyways. This entire playthrough I've gone 0 deaths, you know. So kill him, and then bring Big Daddy here. Make sure I dodge this go around. That does some pretty good damage. You see that? That was awesome. And he still got me. That was funny. And what did we get? We got his Demon Great Axe. We also got the Demon Great Sword. So why don't we go ahead, or the Demon Great Machete. The lesser Capra demons use these great swords in pairs. The blade is cast iron and hooked. The sword is imbued with no particular magic, but for those who have the strength, its great weight will smash foes mercilessly. Excuse me. And then the demon great axe, carved from the bones of fellow demons, wielded by the lesser Taurus demons. This axe is imbued with no special power, but can merely beat foes to a pulp, providing you have the strength to wield it. Well, I do have the strength to wield it, but I'd rather not. Thank you very much. Now you can actually sit right here and shoot your bow at this guy, and I'll show you. I found this out, but they cannot really do too much. In fact, I don't think he even registers that we're that close to him. And you could sit here and just pummel him away, so I'll speed up the footage a little bit. I know I'm doing this in a very boring way, but I'm trying to make sure I can go at this a little bit cautious. Not super cautious, but up here, we're about to have us a pretty nasty little encounter. Not necessarily this particular one. You don't want that stuff to hit you. If you do, it will mess up your equipments. All your equipment will get messed up really bad. I wonder why my stuff didn't shoot. But what we're actually going to see is that there's going to be, and I'm wanting to go right by these guys because I don't want to get hit by them. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot my dark bead at them. Get most of those on them. Spells can make the game a little bit easier. That's funny. Just gonna go right out to you, brother. I want to make sure I don't get caught in that, because that will... Oh, he did his grab attack. He did his grab attack. No, don't kill me. Oh, boy. Go ahead and kill that. So these guys actually hit kind of hard, but they're not like super dangerous if you know how to handle them. But I'm glad they did the grab attack. It's been a long time since I've seen that grab attack, so I'm kind of glad that they did it so I could show it off. Now we have the large flame ember. That's to make your fire weapons go up to +10. So, really in this particular part of the game, or this particular part of the area, because you see down here that here's the demon ruins. We even know that if you kind of look back at the history of the game, like with how the Witches of Izalith created the Dark Flame or the Chaos Flame and all that, because they were afraid, especially Gwen, he was afraid that, you know, everything was gonna, like, the Age of Man was gonna take over, and he didn't want that to happen. He wanted the Age of Fire to continue taking over. But we see, and be careful right here, these guys will sneak up on you. But we see that when they try to create it, you can even look at this place, especially once we get a little further in, that it actually looks like a kiln. And where we're going to be going is going to be the first kiln. whenever we go fight against Gwen at the end of the game. Now you're probably wondering, well, Stan, why are you like saying things that you shouldn't be saying yet? Well, this is kind of is like a 8-year-old game. I could be 6-year-old game or something along those lines. And really, in all honesty, if you haven't kind of seen some of the story at this point in time, or caught on to the fact that we'll be going up against Gwen at a later point, then I don't know. But for the most part, I mean, everything's fine for me to be able to tell you this kind of stuff. It really is okay for me to say it. So we're going to go ahead and kindle this bonfire. Oh, I'm hollow. Never mind. I'm not going to kindle the bonfire. Not particularly in the sense that what we're about to go up against is a hard boss, but I like to kindle the bonfires, and I plan on actually kindling all the bonfires that I can. Oh, and I also found out, and I'll probably show it probably later on, that if you head towards, you know, when we first made it into the DLC, if you head towards the Sanctuary Guardian boss arena, there's now 2 Sanctuary Guardians in there. So I found that out. I didn't even know. Thankfully, I didn't go any further, because I really didn't want to fight them. Because having my crap beaten out of me the first time, I really didn't feel like fighting them again. Yeah. Could you imagine us taking on the Torch Demon now, like the real Torch Demon that we had to fight against? Alright. Oh. No Bernie burn, please. There we go. And we're going to actually go in here first. I'd rather go in here first, just so I can make sure I have it. No! Okay. I thought I was dead. I want to make sure that we get this taken care of first. You see, at the beginning of the game, whenever I came here and I was coming towards trying to get all those humanity to the Fair Lady, well, this kind of adds to the reason why. You see these little maggots that are just all over the place? Well, you kind of want to kill a specific one, and you have to have this shortcut to be able to kill this specific one. And I think it's that one. It's one. Yeah, I got the right one. So we got the Sunlight Maggot helmet. This is so that we could save our favorite Sunbro. Well, shoot. Let's go kill this lizard. No! He disappeared on us. And then we see over there, there's a demon, Titanite. A Titanite demon. These guys actually don't hurt you, but you want to kill that specific one so you can get that helmet. And I'll show you what the helmet is real quick. A loathsome parasite that inhabits Los Isolet is completely immobile, yet still lives. When worn on the head, it emanates blinding light, which is also known as a sunlight maggot. So we can wear this, and it'll actually cast light. We could have really used this when we went into the catacombs and Tomb of the Giants. But I didn't want to go ahead and come here just in case if it would have started something. So now we are going to go ahead and go right back up, so that we can go ahead and take care of this boss. And I will show you, basically, it's not a new boss. All it is basically a fiery version of the stray demon and the asylum demon. So nothing too particularly interesting about them, just to be honest with you. Alright, let's put on some lightning, because I think he's weak against lightning. In this game, I don't really pay that much attention to what they're as weak to, because it's just like whatever. But in the other games, I used to pay a lot more attention to it, or when I first started this game. And he's going to do his booty bump. Oh, the shockwave. Always remember the shockwave. Oh, got stuck on his tail. Oh, he got me with it. There we go. Probably would have killed me. Give it a second, and then go. That's all you gotta do. I actually had an easier time against him than I did against the original, the stray demon. My first time ever fighting. Believe it or not. There we go. We cut his dick off, so. And just like that, he is done. Oh, what did he drop? Oh, we got the Demon Catalyst. That's pretty nifty. That is cool. Oh, and it's heavy. Let's see. Still heavy. Good lord, how heavy is this thing? There we go. Let's read it. Demon Catalyst formed from Izalith molten rock. Can be used as a fire weapon. The Demon Fire Sage was the first demon and the last master of the original fire arts before the Witch of Izalith was engulfed by chaos, creating pyromancy. Okay. Okay, I thought something was about to come at me. So this thing does fire damage, and it does 110 physical. It has okay scaling. It's better scaling than this for sure. I think, all in all though, this will probably be a better one. Yeah, that one's got better magic. This one you can actually, I guess you can actually use this as a weapon if you wanted to. So we're going to stay with our regular catalyst. There's a better catalyst that we can get later. A couple of them actually. And in fact, you can actually get Manus's catalyst as well if you wanted to. I did not get it. I chose to actually use his soul. If you go to Snuggly the Crow and you drop his soul like you do with other items, you can get Pursuers. Sorcery of Manus, Father of the Abyss. Grant a fleeting will to the dark of humanity and volley the result. The will feels envy, or perhaps love, and despite the I cannot speak, inevitably trite and tragic ending, the will sees no alternative and is driven madly towards its target. It's a really good spell. A lot of people use it. I don't have enough intelligence. I'm actually going to start building up my intelligence and my my faith next. Look at that triple. Oh, that was so good. And now we're going to actually see. Yeah, I thought that one was breathing. Going to head right up here. And in fact, that drops us down to where that door was at. So this see, there's another one. All four of these are breathing right here, but they're non-hostile. I mean, I guess if you wanted to, you could attack them, but we're not going to attack them. Now we're back into Quelaggs domain. Right back in here. So, real quick, I want to show y'all this because I didn't get the chance to show y'all this before, and I mentioned it at one point in time. But you can actually get egg sacs on your head, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, it's not going to be that hard to do or anything like that, but let me show you how it's done. You need to go over here to one of these hostile egg sac guys, and they do a specific grab attack that you want them to do. Grab me, daddy. No, I said grab me. I said grab me. No. Grab me. My gosh. There it is. Yes, daddy. That's how I like it. Alright, so now that we are now infected. We're going to go back into Quelaggs domain, and I'm going to show you what ends up happening. Okay? Because there's a reason why I haven't spent my souls. There's a reason why I haven't done any of that. Because if you have egg sacs on your head, you have the ability to get some different dialogue from Inyi. And that's what I'm trying to do. So, it'll kind of shed a little bit more light on the fair lady. So, what you're going to see, I'm going to speed up the footage real quick and show you what happens. Well, what is it? I now have an egg sac on my head. Let's talk to Inyi now. Hey, I look just like you, except for the rest of my body is still somewhat normal.
You're just like me. Your dedication is fully intact. Well, your head looks awful. Why not try this? I've no use for it any longer.
We get a free egg vermifuge so that we can get rid of the egghead status.
Hello? What is it that you need? Incidentally, do you have an interest in pyromancy? If you have, I shall share my flame with you.
It gives you a free pyromancy flame, so this is just in case if you didn't get Laurentius, you decided to come down here from the back way rather than going through the depths. This is a way to be able to get the pyromancy as well. All you have to do is just get the egghead status.
You have served our fair lady well. Now, let this strength be yours. Worse than undead, we are diseased and unwanted, like the grime of the great swamp. But my dear fair lady, She cried for me and swallowed the great white pus, despite Mistress Quelaggs' orders to the contrary. Worse than like the grubber.
Let's see what his pyromancies say. Unique pyromancy crafted by Enyi, considered a heretic even at the Great Swamp. Create intense poison mist. Why was Enyi driven from the Great Swamp? One only need. Cast this pyromancy, a perverse diversion from the art of fire, to find out. We find out a little bit about Enyi and what has happened to him. When he took upon this blight pus, or this egg sac on his head, and saw that it was affecting him, and he was the reason why Blight Town is the way it is. He actually created Blight Town by his pyromancy. With how the fair lady, Quelaggs' sister, cared about her followers, she swallowed the blight pus that was on his head, and it turned her into this. Despite not listening to what Quelaggs said, she decided to do it anyways, just to help out her followers. And because of it, she has paid the ultimate price. She was already deformed thanks to the Chaos Flame, but now she's even more deformed. Completely helpless, not even able to gather humanity herself. As to the reason why the Chaos Sovereigns exist. They grab humanity to help ease her pain. That's why Quelagg was fighting unwary foes in this area to gather humanity for her sister. I really like the Fair Lady. She's a really, really cool character. Always have. I like how she's designed and all that. It's a sad design. It really is. It's very sad on what's happened to her. But now that we've gotten his pyromancy, we're actually going to go visit Quelana. And also, go finish buying off the pyromancy from her. So I will be right back.
It has been some time, truth be told. I thought you had perished.
We finally now get Firestorm, and now we have all of her pyromancy.
I have a favor to ask. My mother,
And she doesn't have anything new to say.
I can't. I will not.
And now we can actually start increasing this pyromancy flame up if we wanted to.
Now go. What was that?
Which we're not going to do that. I could if I wanted to, but I really don't want to do that. Mainly because it's kind of a waste for me. The only reason why I would ascend that pyromancy flame is so I can actually trade it to Snuggly.
I will.
That would be the only reason why.
No, Lola. Well, but do not.
So, the next thing I was going to do, I was going to pop the Soul of Brave Warrior. That's not enough. Pop 3 of these. And I was going to send my pyromancy flame a little further, making it even stronger.
Now go. Whatever you best like.
Oh, I don't have my catalyst on. I mean my talisman. So we've been able to do a lot today. We found out quite a bit about our fair lady right here, and about Enyi. finding out their tragic story. So, in the next episode, we're going to continue going through the demon ruins and seeing what else we can fish out about this place. Guys, I'm Legendary Nats, and thank you guys for showing. I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.